Hello and welcome to another update video about Solana. As you can see here, the Solana chart is still holding quite well. It's forming something that you could call possibly an ascending wedge pattern. It's not entirely clear. We certainly have a nicely defined up ascending trend line here, which is guiding the price. The wedge pattern, however, is not that well defined because the the upper boundary line doesn't really fit very well, but I mean, it's possible, yeah, but then it hasn't really broken out to the upside yet. Now, these ascending wedges, they tend to break to the downside, but I wouldn't try to call that because in a bullish market, we've seen it many times that these wedges are broken to the upside. You know, in contrast to what many retail traders would expect when they look at a pattern like that, it's yes, technically, I think if you look at all markets, all market conditions, they tend to break to the downside. But first of all, I mean, what would that be? That would just be like in 70% of cases, right? So still 30% would break to the upside. And we're in a bullish market in crypto. I think that shifts probabilities further towards, okay, we might break to the upside. But either way, I'm not a huge fan of these patterns. Okay, I use the Elliott waves. They already give me all the context I need to know. What we're looking at here is we give the yellow count the benefit of the doubt, so which is the short-term bullish count, as long as the Friday low is holding. That was my message from yesterday as well. I mean, that's why essentially I give you a support region, because as long as we're holding above support, the upside scenario is a reasonable expectation. And the orange support region did hold. It did lead to a successful reversal of the price. Not with enough momentum to really confirm, yeah, we are in a third wave rally, because we haven't had that sustained break above the wave 1 high here, which was formed around $197.30. That's what I would need to see broken next. But then the price would also break out of the wedge pattern to the upside. That should give us enough upside momentum to reach the target range, which is between $210.79 and $232 for the next wave to the upside. But actually, the third wave should minimally reach $218.64. But my first ideal target is $223.58. So while the $210.79 level would likely be resistance in line with the previous high and its important Fibonacci resistance, the official minimum target for this third wave would be the 1.236 extension. But to really trust that pattern, I like it to reach 223 or higher. So I hope I could make the difference between these levels clear. And this assumption is valid, that this yellow microstructure is unfolding as long as the Friday low is holding above $183.50 basically. What would happen below that level? Below that level, it is possible that either yellow wave 2 is resetting just a little bit lower. Okay, so that's possible, that this is an A wave, overshooting B wave, and we come down in wave C, and the orange support area remains valid. So I leave it on the chart as long as it remains valid. Below that support area then, and I call that the upper support area, which goes all the way down to $169.48. Below that area, I would have to assume the price is going to test the lower support area in the white count. That would involve a successful break below $169.50, okay? And then we are likely going to test sort of the 38.2 retracement here at $157.25. But I would only focus on that should we see a break below the upper support region. At the moment, the price is again still moving up in a very funky pattern, but not bearish, okay? It's still, you know, we are still in a situation in which I would like to see further price increases on the Solana chart. And once we fill in this pattern, possibly to, you know, $237, maybe even a little higher, and it takes the wave 3 to complete, the wave 4 and the wave 5, well, then Solana has a chance to put a more substantial top in place, because then we will have 5 waves up technically complete from the 23rd of January low. So since the 23rd of January, now already a couple of months, we've been tracking upside. I've highlighted to you that in the preferred scenario, in the main thesis, you know, according to the main thesis, a larger wave 4 bottomed on the 23rd of January, and that we're watching for the development of 5 waves up to 100. At the time, it was $190 plus. Good example how these targets can creep higher as the subwave structures sometimes show extensions and so on. But my target was already reached that I highlighted end of January. So that means, we take it level by level. We can still extend targets higher if needed. But structure is very important as well. So we want to see the structure filled in. And as long as the structure isn't really filled in, I think we can still expect further upside extensions. Yeah, but so far, bullish assessment on the Solana chart. Let's see if it can break above the ascending trend line here. Hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then please check out the channel membership. Also, make sure that you follow us on Instagram and Twitter for additional content. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye-bye.